Hey, so we're here today, sorting out some specialty Lego bricks I've collected over the past couple of months, seeing what they are, seeing if they're worth anything, and listing them on Bricklink. So first up is we have the Scala dish. I think it's a 5x5. This in light gray is goes for $5 easily. So let's see if the clear version is worth anything. So I'll type in Scala dish, 5x5. Really interesting piece. We're going to put in the trans clear. And we see it's not really worth anything, so I'm going to throw that back into my collection. Next up, we have this black plume, small plume still on the sprue. I saw someone talking about the black plume the other day in a Lego group. I had no idea that they were worth anything. So let's look up plume. We're going to go by part. And we're looking for the feather small, the small feather plume. Change the color to black. And we see that the lowest right now is $11, $12 in the United States. So mine is still attached to the sprue. So we're going to scroll down. We see someone selling 3 of them new at $22. We're going to go ahead and list this at, this guy is still in the sprue at 24. We're going to list this at 20, still in the sprue, and see how that goes. Okay, we'll just delete all that. Got black. Comments still on the sprue. If we take a look, looks great. One of those. I'll say 22. New. Alright, so we ended up listing that as new for $22. So that's our first listing. Got this battery box. It says police on both sides. So I'm wondering what set this might go with. We're just going to search our battery box. We're going to get a lot of results on our battery box. It is this white one. We're going to specify 9 volt. If we scroll through all the parts, we might find one with a sticker on it. Here we go. Perfect. So this was in one set in 1986. Mobile police truck, one of the lay-in sound sets. Not really worth too much. Not really an interesting looking set either, so I don't really plan to rebuild this. But let's see if the battery box goes for anything. Got a couple of people selling them. If we look at price guide in white, there have been sales. I'm going to go ahead and just list it for. One thing I like to do is just check how many American sellers there are. I know I really don't buy internationally. I think a lot fewer people are going to be buying internationally. Cheapest price in America is $3, $3.15 for. I'm going to list this at $3.50. No, we're going to list it at $3 because this sticker looks okay. This one's pretty askew, so I'm going to put that in the comments. Haven't tested it. It looks good. Who knows? So that's a $3 ad. We have here a little red motor. We're going to search motor. See where that takes us. So we know it's similar to this one. I might put it in micromotor. So we have the pulley. That's one piece that we see on there that can come off actually. So we'll see if the pulley's worth anything. So this is this what we're looking at? So we have the micromotor, but we also have these two pieces that go around it, the cover and the base. So I wonder if there's a way to do a full assembly for this. Let's start looking through. Pulley is not worth too much. I'm just going to keep that attached to the motor. The motor itself is worth a good amount. We haven't tested it. Untested, priced accordingly at $10. Jeez. Let's take a look what sets this was in. So we have like the full assembly like this. I wonder if we could just sell it like that. But it appeared in, that's an awesome set, Coastal Patrol. It was in this hauler set, interesting. The Interstellar Starfighter, that absurd set. And the classic Space Shuttle Technic. So a couple of sets that are somewhat sought after. Probably influences that high aftermarket price. Let's see if it actually sells. Yes, so it will definitely sell. Okay, I should I'll probably look into getting this tested. I have the battery box right here, so all I would need are just one. I totally forgot how these work. 9-volt battery. So we'll see if I can get a 9-volt battery sometime. Let's see if I can test it out. Let's check what the cover and the base go for. So those also, they do sell for at least, wow, the cover going for a good amount as well. So let's take a look at the full assembly. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sell it like this probably. Oh, the full assembly doesn't really sell. There's also this set. Interesting. No, it doesn't. So, I'd like to be able to sell the whole thing all together. I could list it. I could just list the motor and be like, yeah, it also comes with the full assembly, including the pulley. Before I list it, I'm going to go ahead and try to get it tested. I'm going to leave this page up for now. So we'll leave those three up. I'll come back to that later and try to figure out exactly how to list it, but that's another good find. I have some pneumatic tubing here that I need to figure out. I've never had a set that used any of the pneumatic stuff, but I have a couple pieces. We'll see if any of these are worth anything. I know some people are really into pneumatics. Jang of Jang Bricks just ordered a bunch. Let's see if I know how to spell pneumatic. Nope. Alright, we got this cylinder. We've got pump first version. So we have one, we don't have this one, but we have something similar. Oh, you know what we do? So we have two pumps, two different versions, it looks like. No, this is something else. This is tricky. So many different hoses as well. Okay. So we have one of... Nope, we don't have that. I'm really struggling. Okay. This piece we have. Second version of black top. No. Okay, and here's the other piece we have. Okay, let's take a look at these. So first up, we have this small pump. Wow, holy shit. What set was this in? Are you kidding me? This piece goes for $5. Recently made too, so we had it in the big Volvo. That's cool. I didn't realize, yeah, I guess I should realize they're still making pneumatic sets. Huh. This big truck. And the forest machine. I wonder how I came across it. Okay. Let's go ahead and list it. So the cheapest American seller is at $5.20. He has two of them. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see how often it sells, actually. Wow, yeah, it sells consistently. We're just going to list it at $6. So first one we have the tiny pump. We're going to list it at $6. That's cool. Alright, next up we have this larger pump with the spring, which is pretty cool. Big fan of this piece. Has come in lots of sets since the late 80s, and these don't really go for much. Let's see. First couple listings all seem to be damaged in some way, and I just noticed this one is completely damaged. That stud for pumping out air does nothing. It's completely closed off, so... I may as well just throw this out. If it was in good working condition, could easily go for like $2. I could sell it broken. Yeah, like these, kind of like how this guy listed his is just broken. I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, I'm gonna list it for 50 cents and just say that this bottom tubing is broken. Why not? Alright, we'll mention that the spring is good. And we're just going to list it for $50 like the others. So that brings us to our last pneumatic tubing device. These ones go for, okay, $280, cheapest American sellers at $3, works as designed, both some nicks and wear. If I look closely, looks to be in good shape. Yeah, it definitely pumps air, so it works fine. $3, $3. Alright, we're going to list ours at $3 in line with the other American sellers. So this tubing we're going to sell for $3. Alright, those are all listed. Let's see what we have next. We have this bottom weight to a boat. I'm also just curious to see what sets this appeared in. I'm also not positive that it's Lego. It could very well be, I guess it could be Playmobil maybe. I don't know. So we'll see if we can figure out what this goes with. I am going to start with just weight. Weighted? Oh, it's right there. That was easy. Boat keel weighted. Awesome. Came in 11 sets. So we've got the fireboat. That is an awesome version of the fireboat from '82. This adorable freighter, which is very clearly just a smaller version of another shipping container set. Same blue color, same pattern, all that. It was in this, interesting, a triple set of 3 ships and this little tugboat. Very cool. So it looks like you can attach from the bottom to any of these sets. So I don't know that I have any of these boat hulls. Although I really like some. Oh, that's such a great looking set. So I might hold on to it. Let's see if it sells and what it sells for. So we go down to the price guide in black. It does sell, and it doesn't really sell for much. Current items for sale, they're all under 50 cents, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this piece. Big fan. I tried finding this blue container piece earlier with no luck. I have no idea how to find it. What's cool, and you won't be able to see this, but I actually saw a thread about this the other day. The patent pending imprinting on this was scratched out right there. So what they did is at a certain point, once the bricks were no longer patent pending, they actually went to the molds and just kind of scribbled out the patent pending rather than creating new molds, which obviously makes sense. So I'm really struggling with what search terms I could use to find this. Like if I just do container, we're gonna get way too many results. I know there's definitely a word for these sorts of things. Let's just look through container real quick. There's only 359 results. This is gonna be useless. So we'll try one other thing. Blue Lego train container. Oh my gosh, right there. Isn't that amazing? The very first result right there. So this shows it as 4.5 volts. So it's an old train set, railway train dumper. Head back to Bricklink. I guess the official term is dumper. That's fun. Train dumper. Just try dumper. Part. we search the 4.5 volt sets, it's like I was right there. We can look through 4.5 volt train sets. Let's see. Interesting how many just like motor replacement sets they made. I'm gonna need to find that later. I'll look at these later. I feel like we're getting close. No. Nope. Wait. What is that kid doing? Why is it in his mouth? That's weird. What a cool looking vehicle. Beautiful. Why should I have nothing to do with 4.5 volt? I just rebuilt this set the other day. Really pretty. Okay, so that was completely useless. Let's try this again. Lego train blue container. Is that what I did? Maybe this can help us. Loading container blue. Okay, let's try. Let's go back and try loading container. Nope. I'm at a total loss. Okay. If we can just find the set it's in, we can find the part pretty easily. That's that same eBay listing. Pretty sure. I need a train guy that I can just ask, like, what do you call this piece? What do you call this part of a train? train part that dumps materials. I have no idea. I'm about to give up. We're gonna set this aside. I'm gonna post this on that Identify My Part Facebook group because I'm at a total loss. Alright, next up we've got some gears we're going to take a look at. These 40-tooth gears sell pretty easily and pretty regularly. These smaller ones do as well, but not as with the same regularity. And I'm pretty sure this is light bluish gray. Yeah, I think all three of these, well, we have two old light gray and one light bluish gray, it looks like. So let's look up these gears and give up on that train stuff for now. Tooth gear. Alright. We're looking for light bluish gray. And in light bluish gray, these go for 61 cents, 65 cents. We will list ours. Wow. This guy in Germany has 2,000 of them at 66 cents a piece. So we'll go ahead and list ours at 75 cents. These smaller gears, I don't know how many teeth are on them. I think it's 20. So we're just going to search tooth gear. I know it's not the 40. I guess I could count, but... So we actually have, these are not the second version 1 axle hole. These both have actually 3 axle holes. So we'll have to find that version. There we go. 3 axle holes. So these were only made up through 1998. This is an older version. We're looking in light gray. And they sell for nothing. So we're going to go ahead and throw these back into the Technic bin. I have these 2 small pneumatic devices. There's a little lever that does something with pneumatics. Who knows? I don't really understand pneumatics. I'm pretty sure I still don't know how to spell pneumatic. We actually passed by this part earlier. It's right here. I can't remember if these actually sell for anything. These are both light gray. They're old. We have one American seller at 25 cents. Another American seller at 40. So we'll sell both of these for 50 cents a piece. We have 2 at 50 cents. And those to the pile. These are some pieces that I found recently that I have no idea how to look them up or what they are. I know that they're all Lego, but they're really lacking on any sort of identification. This one says police. That's the closest hint I have at what these are. So I'm probably going to put all 6 of these up on the Identify My Part Facebook page. Let's go ahead and try out this Sisyphean task of searching just police and see what pops up. We're going to filter to part. And there's 648 parts that have police involved. That's hilarious. How's that a piece? And maybe we'll just put printed. That brings us down to not very many parts, actually. Yeah, that's not correct. Let's try just police again. Yeah, let's do this. Let's see if we can find it. So we're looking for this big blue piece that says police in kind of a funky little font. It looks like it could be from Fabuland, would not surprise me. See, it's very similar to this same printing. So I wonder if we go to this piece, 2 sets, this might get us there. No luck. Alright, let's keep searching. Here, is this it? Yes. So this is a Duplo door. Okay. I'm guessing it's worth nothing. Yeah. What are you guys selling it for $5? What set was this in? In the 70s, wow. Huh. So we know what, so Duplo door. 1 by 4 by 1. Yeah, so there's very few Duplo doors on this website. So in the past 6 months, they have sold. And there's only, there's very few left on here. Wow, there's only 5 listings. I guess I'll go ahead and put mine up. We'll go ahead and put ours up, if only to help someone out who might need this part. There's actually none in blue available right now. So I'm just going to list all mine at $1. I think that's fair. Let me see what sets all these are in. Legoville. Just random Duplo sets. That's a cool piece, Legoville. Mary. Oh, that's cool. Mary's house. What an interesting set. Alright. So the blue one that says police, I think I'm just going to hold on to this because I kind of like that part. But these 2 will go on list for $1 each. It's always interesting when you see like a part like this. There's actually none in blue on Bricklink right now, but people have bought it in the past 6 months. Not sure what that means. I kind of get the feeling that there's going to be some pieces that just won't be really available in a couple of years. I don't know. I guess people will start to add stuff from their collections eventually. I don't know how most vintage pieces get added. Is it just guys like me who just add stuff at random? We're gonna add the yellow one also for $1. I'd be amazed if these ever sold. But if somebody wants them, they'll be up there. This is an old train part. I forget how to look it up. But it's used for like railroad crossings. And it's worth something. And it's a goofy length. I don't know if you can guess, but it is a 2x14, which makes it really easy to find. Plate 2x14. Nope, that's not all I was looking for. Is the train level crossing center rail cap insert. Only in 6 sets. That's a nice one. This crossing station. It's in Main Street, which is a classic. And this set, I've had 1 or 2 used versions show up in used lots I bought. Never been able to put it back together. I don't plan to. It's also kind of boring looking. But a lot of these pieces go for a lot on Bricklink. So let's see what we can sell this one for. I have a number of these that are broken, which is really annoying. And it looks like we should be able to put up there for $1. The 6-month average puts it at... Was this made in red? Huh, wow. Someone had a red version of this that they sold for $20 apparently. Never made in red. So I'd say red is usually the pre-production color. So interesting that someone just sold one of those for the past half year. Yeah, we'll list it at about $50. Now we're selling it at $1. I don't have a lot of train parts. So this was listing for $1. It's in good condition. These strange half fences. So it's a small fence piece, and then this that it connects into. I have 1 in white, 1 in red. Never seen these before. Definitely pretty old. So let's see if we can find them. We are going to search fence 1x4x2. And obviously it's the same dimensions as this, but it's the fence gate. So I always like to see first what sets the fence gate was in. And actually, they made this piece up through 2001, from 67 to 2001. So in white, we see it in a number of train sets. Hopper car, the Metro liner. I might have to set the white one aside for my lifetime goal and project of reassembling a Metro liner. Okay. That's a really nice set, the riding stable. I have one of these pieces. I wonder if I had a lot of the parts for this set. Or have. That's interesting. Wetabix promo house, that's pretty cool looking actually. And then in red, old train. Awful looking Western train, I love it. Oh, what a great looking set from 67. So I'm guessing it doesn't really go for anything. House with car. What a cool looking set from 69. Light violet. Can you believe for one set they made it in light violet? Huh. I wonder if things started to go downhill. Alright. Let's see if it's actually worth anything. We'll look at white first. No, not really. And red. Even less. So the white one, I think I am unironically going to play with my Metro liner recreation. And here's what I've got so far. These are, in all my years of collecting, these are all the Metro liner parts that I've found so far. So this project is never going to finish, but we will add it to the collection of Metro liner parts. Perfect. That is a definite weight wheel. And the red one will just throw back into the collection. Pretty cool piece. This small white motor, this piece just kind of rotates when the motor is applied. I know that's in a couple of police boat sets because this is what would rotate when you turn it on, to have the radar piece kind of rotate on the boat. So we'll just search motor. Actually, I wonder if we do micromotor, if that'll work again. I feel like micromotor's only this red thing. Okay, so we're gonna go to motor. And we do know that's a 9-volt motor. Apparently it's not, or it's not showing up as such, so it's gonna be motor. This would, yeah, this would be considered a motor. There's so many. I'm going about this completely the wrong way. I know a set that's in. First one search police boat. I think this one has. We got this. 9-volt police boat. Let it go. Okay, Harbor Coastal Patrol. Which we were actually looking at earlier. I'm wasting so much time. Coastal Patrol. They could have done this so much more easily. Because we passed by this set earlier when we were looking at stuff. Scroll down to white. It's gray. There's the battery box. Here it is. So white electric sound siren. Sound siren? Okay. I'll have to mess around with some of these 9-volt pieces. They're really cool. Maybe before I sell them. Although if I mess around with them too much, I might not want to sell them. Okay, so these go for a good amount. Yeah. Only in 9 sets. I'm always curious. Oh, so wait, it only comes in Coast Guard Patrol, or Coastal Patrol. That's a nice set. I wonder if I'm mixing this up with another piece. Oh. So in white, we'll add this for Oh, there's very few people that... Oh, there's only 9 available. So it's crazy when, like, there's 9 available. In the past 6 months, 10 have sold. Obviously, past performance cannot predict future results, but at the same time, that always leads me to believe that, like, there's going to be 10 more sellers in the next, or 10 more buyers in the next 6 months. So that kind of makes me want to price it higher. There's only one guy in America with it. Also not tested. We'll go ahead. Let's look at the price guide. The max that it's been selling for is $5.76. I'm just going to list it at $5. White. One at $5. What I'm going to do later is go through and test all the 9-volt stuff when I am able to acquire a 9-volt battery for the battery box. And what's going to end up happening is I'm going to remember how much I love the 9-volt electricity stuff with Lego and just take it all off Bricklink and just put it in my collection. So, no, not really. I found this strange small steering wheel that I believe is Fabuland. So we're going to go and search steering wheel and see what pops up. That's cool looking. I've never seen those before. There's a good chance that this is just not a Lego piece. Yeah, that's what I'm leaning towards. Because it probably would have popped up. There's nothing on there that indicates Lego. So I'm going to throw this up for the identify my part people. Maybe they'll figure it out. This is the round shield piece. It's hard to see. Let's go ahead and actually search up the round shield so you guys can see it. They most often came in dark gray for some of the early castle sets, which you see here. And you'll notice that they sell for like, oh, that's okay. They go for way more than that. They're also, oh, that's orange. They're most commonly stud. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. Common colors, dark gray for space for castle. Trans red is really common for space. Those go for a good amount. I have a lot of these that I need to list. And very rarely, in only one set actually, did they appear in trans clear. And that's 1979's mobile tracking station. Now you look at the mobile tracking station, right? It's like a lot of the 70s classic space sets. It's fine. There's not a whole lot going on there. We look for what they go for. First of all, you need 2 of them in this set, as you can see right here. It has 2. We only have 1. That set goes for way more than I would have thought. I do not remember these prices being that high. But if you look at who's actually, like, it's kind of crazy actually. I swear this was going for like $35 when I last looked like a couple months ago. But no one buys it, is the other thing. Someone bought it new in box, it looks like. Wow, for $4.50. That's insane. There's actually 2 listings for this This one does sell. Okay, here's why. Right, for about 30 bucks. Two different versions of the same set. I don't know what the difference is. My point being, so that set sells for about 35, but the trans clear piece by itself, $4, $7, $9. We're gonna be probably one of the few American sellers. May have slight color difference. Price guide is showing. I'm just gonna list it for like 10 bucks probably. A lot easier to do that. American seller 10. He has two of them though, which is good to know. Good number of these people. Let's see. No, he's the only person with two. He has two, and you would need two to rebuild the set. Someone has to beat amazingly. We're just gonna list it at $10. There's a slight production mold error. Interesting. It looks like the stud is slightly chipped. So we're gonna put it 10. So used condition photos on request. One at $10. How funny is that? Just selling like one Lego piece for $10. Absurd. And it's always good to look back and see, well, what's the likelihood of it actually selling? Right, if we look at the price guide for Trans Clear, in the past 6 months there were 73 sales. Look at how many items. There's only 53 items for sale. So that seems to bode well. We'll see if it sells. We actually have another black plume. This is the larger plume. And the larger black plume does not go for as much, which really surprised me. I'm not sure what it is about the small writing style, but the large feather in black, about $1. So we'll go ahead and just list it for $1. Which I'm sitting here like, oh. Yeah? Thanks! And I'm kind of like, oh man, it only goes for $1. Like, what am I talking about? That's awesome. One at $1. And something you should always do before you actually list is think, well, does it actually sell? So if we look at the price guide for black, sells easily, goes for a bunch. So that should sell. I have a couple of really, really beautiful old flag pieces and capes from old castle sets. I don't think these were as wrinkled when I found them, so I really need to do a better job of taking care of that stuff. These, before I list, I do need to go and double check which of these I need to reconstruct some castles I'm working on, so I'm going to set those aside for now. This is a partially complete sticker sheet from some, looks like a 2009 Star Wars set. We're going to search the item code number, which is 86451. Here's the sticker sheet. Actually, it looks like we have all of the stickers for it. This was in one set, obviously. The Separatist shuttle. Interesting. So I did notice I do have like that piece. Yeah, I did sell some of these figs recently. Alright, let's see if the sticker sheet sells for anything. It has sold at about $1. Items for sale. The cheapest is 35 cents. He has a bunch of them. So we'll just list ours at $1. It's crazy someone has 35 or 12 of these. Obviously just parted out a bunch of sets. I probably won't sell at $1, but I might eventually. Is this new or used? Well, I'm gonna argue that this is used. This cool canopy piece, I think from a train. If we just search canopy, maybe we'll find it. You know, if we put in the dimensions, we'll probably find it more quickly. Is this 6 by 6 by 3? It looks like, or is that? Yeah. 6 by 6 by 3. No? Is it by 4? We're just gonna search canopy again. It might not actually be a canopy is the issue. No, it should be. No, it should be. It's really close. It's similar to that. I wonder if it is listed as a train piece. So it's super similar to that piece. So I know, okay. 4559 has the piece in black. So let's go from there. 4559. The cargo railway, awesome set. We'll find the part in black and then just see what it looks like in light gray. So it is called the the train front sloping top. Awesome. In light gray. Wow, I did not expect this. The Flying Time Vessel. Interesting. Did not expect that. So, okay. I can't believe they made this part. And this is a great color, the light gray. I can't believe they made it just for that. Okay. Interesting. I'm not going to reconstruct that. So let's see if it sells in light gray. Yeah. Price guide says sells a little bit. I want to hold on to it. Big fan of that piece. I think we're going to call it quits for today. Other stuff I'm going to look up are these chrome silver and chrome gold bricks. Actually, this one's chrome gold. This one is